I do websites, dude.
Hey guys, we're here. We're
here.
live.
We're there.
Oh, we're live.
That's good.
We don't have any tech issues happening right now. There's not a chance.
Everything is on fire and it's fine.
The important thing is that you don't pay attention to all of the burning people.
Yeah. I literally like 30 seconds before we went live, my earbud stopped working. This is for people listening. Also, we forgot to do the clap sync, so let's do that right now on stream.
I should probably start Audacity, maybe.
Probably should start Audacity. Guys, this is going amazing.
Oh, right. Because we didn't do the clap sync, so I didn't start recording my audio either.
I just started recording. If everyone could hit record on there.
Nope. Hold on. I don't have the right channel in Audacity.
What happened? OBS, don't crash on me now.
Don't crash on me now.
Okay, it didn't.
It might as well at this point.
Yes, let's do it.
Just add to the
All right, here we go. Is everyone ready?
Wait, guys. It won't let me actually start recording, even though I pressed it.
Oh boy.
It's the same one that won't let me open up Discord.
It's fine. You can dub
That's what
everything
Craig's for.
Okay.
Everyone
else clap.
There
we go. It's open.
I end up having to grab Craig anyway because your file is so fucked up.
Oh yeah, this is all like a horrible
all right,
thing
here we
up here.
go.
Yep,
I'm
do
waiting
it.
for Chris. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Ow!
I scared the
Damn.
cat.
I have a splinter that felt great.
All right, let's start this podcast by saying that we are now Twitch affiliates.
Twitch affiliates.
So you can now subscribe to the channel to get emotes that we don't currently have yet.
Yeah, but if you subscribe now, you can get them sooner than whatever.
Yeah.
We already got 3 bots joining us. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We made it after all.
Ban. I just banned Nightbot.
Uh-oh.
Oh gosh. All right.
I just banned Nightbot.
Oh shh.
All right, hold on. I gotta unban Nightbot.
Yeah, you do.
Hopefully that. I think I have to remod Nightbot too. So hold on.
Probably.
Can you believe we're professional enough to be affiliates?
Yes.
What the fuck is? Hold on.
We're not professional enough to be whatever the one above it is.
To be
Game.
fair, it's a pretty low bar.
Well, all right.
Commands.
Whoa, what just happened?
We're celebrating.
What does that mean?
What the heck? Look at that.
It's an on-screen
Rennis
celebration.
just redeemed on-screen
fuck is
celebration for 40 thingies.
Oh,
I don't even know how that works.
Points.
Wait.
Channel points. Channel points.
What are these? These are new. I don't.
Yeah, they have new things. They have on-screen stuff now.
Gigafy an
well, I'm
emote?
sure it looked sweet.
What does that mean though? Whoa,
know,
it's
let's
so
find out.
big.
That's what she said.
There. See? That's what Gigafy does.
I'm so confused by this, guys. Oh my god.
It's okay.
I'm so
And I
confused.
also
at what
think
you're confused by.
I broke Nightbot. It's not working. So while I get
Fantastic.
that back, Alex, what are we doing
Love
tonight?
Nightbot.
If you couldn't tell from, I'm assuming what's on the title of the stream, and or any of the social media releases that have been made, hopefully, we're going to be playing the Power Rangers RPG. Pow, 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 pow! More celebrations! Yeah, I was a big Power Rangers fan as a child. And over the last several years attending Gen Con, there have been many Power Rangers products released that I have purchased and not used because nobody wants to play with me because I'm a terrible person.
True.
And so this is
Aw.
one of the few games that I purchased that I'm very excited to get a chance to actually play.
Yay.
I don't like reading very much, so I'm not an expert in the rules, but I figure with our RPG, I'll just say history, we can probably work our way through this.
I gotta
They really
show-
need to make the rule books like more picture oriented and less text based to help
Yes.
people like us.
In an internet age where no one has any attention span, I need more pictures and less words.
More pictures.
Can you imagine, like, hey, let's check the rules on that, and we're arguing over pictures? How do you ever settle that?
No, this one's a square. It's definitely a square. I think it's a triangle.
Blue! That's not even a shape, idiot.
So with the magic of technology and also me spending my valuable and very limited money, I was able to get the Power Rangers role-playing game like asset pack for Roll20. So you guys should have access to character sheets that we can use to kind of help aid the process of making these characters.
For
Hey.
Twitch viewers, I'm going to swap to a scene where you can see the front cover right now.
Whoa.
There's the front cover of the game, which is pretty neato. It came out in 2021, apparently.
Yeah, very very nostalgic. And I'm sure they've got a bunch of supplemental stuff for this by now. But I still have this book. So,
I mean, this is where I started and ended, was on these Rangers. I wouldn't know any of the supplemental stuff anymore at this point.
oh, okay.
This is like what I remember when it first came on.
Hell yeah. Well, I guess just before we dive headlong in, and for you guys on the podcast, if you could go ahead and create your character page or whatever, just so that I can see that you are in the right spot, I guess. Because so far only Chris has a character.
Oh, I gotta click
like-
plus character.
Yes.
I need a
I'm
name.
not necessarily claiming the blue either. I changed it because it gave me the default weird name that I couldn't pronounce. So if somebody else wants to be blue, that's totally fine.
Yes, that is a later step in the process as far as picking your color. So no one has claimed any colors just yet.
For the Twitch audience, I'm going to be showing my screen since I'm the one running the stream. I just realized that. Okay. Also, to anybody in chat, if you could let us know if there's any audio or video issues, that would be great. And this larger so that it is more visible. Are you hiding?
Okay, I'm just looking up and seeing Des talking with no audio.
Hey, Des. Yeah, so this is going great. She's gonna be a mute this stream. She's gonna have to use sign language to talk to us.
No.
Why do you not have audio now is my question.
Well, if it's the same issue as me, you might need to go into Discord and deselect the audio device and reselect it? That might fix it. The input device. Because I assume you can hear us. And we here at Adventure Awaits never have any tech issues.
Well,
What? Never.
we're emphasizing the awaits part of our podcast this evening.
Why did it
Yes.
switch to Sirenscape? Oh, that's why.
Because you told it to. There.
All right. Well, can we just take a, I guess, 5-minute break so I can go fix Dez's computer for her?
Alrighty, listen to some clips from many years ago. God damn it.
Okie dokie.
All right, we are back. We are fully functioning and not broken at all.
Don't jinx it.
Even God himself couldn't stop this roller coaster of a podcast.
All right.
All right, so we are making characters, and maybe, if time permits, using those characters a little bit today. So, again, Power Rangers RPG. Cool. Okay, so yeah, before we jump in, I was gonna do this before everything fell apart and caught on fire. What are your guys's what's your exposure to Power Rangers? What are you familiar with, I guess? What was your Power Rangers? There are so many of them.
So for me, I didn't watch the show as much because I didn't have cable or anything, so it was just a Saturday whenever it was on Saturdays. So I would always catch episodes out of order, so it was really confusing. But the movie I watched all the time. That movie is amazing, and I love it.
The one with Bryan Cranston in it?
Is he
As
in the
Zed?
movie?
No,
Isn't he Zed?
not the new Power
Not
Rangers.
the new
Oh,
one.
okay. I don't remember the old one.
Oh, the old it was. I don't know what the name of the movie was. It wasn't just Mighty Morphin Power
I
Rangers.
think it was just it was just like Power Rangers the movie, Mighty Morphin
Oh,
Power
okay.
Rangers the movie.
I remember when it first came out, I sat down and watched the first episode. I was like, this is amazing. And then I watched the second and third and fourth and fifth. I'm like, this is the same thing all the time. But yeah, like I was mentioning before, I remember the original Rangers, and then when they brought in the Green Ranger and then the White Ranger, and then I don't know if I switched over to watch any of the following shows after that. Like I got pretty lost.
In
Although
space.
Maybe. No, I didn't actually watch that one. But I did recently sit down and we were watching like the dinosaur version or something of Power Rangers with the kids. So
Like Dino Thunder?
I'm not sure. It starts out like they're walking through the woods and they come across this ancient site and they get sucked down and beneath it, and they're in this basically, the Power Rangers room. So it's more like they're unearthing or excavating ancient ruins, but it was actually a Power Ranger site. And I forget what the theme was, but we watched it on Netflix recently.
Oh, okay.
That's my Power Rangers exposure.
So
And I always loved the Black Ranger. That was my favorite.
So the movie that I watched was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, which is the 1995 film.
Yeah, I posted a link to the IMDb for it in chat too.
When did it come out? Like, not the movie, but like the show, the original show. Was it like early
93.
93.
93?
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
the movie came out between seasons 2 and 3.
Wow, that's pretty gutsy to come out with a movie that early on.
Yeah.
They actually, so like, I don't know, just a little bit delving into it because I like podcasted, I watch videos, I love Power
There's a
Rangers so much,
documentary.
so- there's a fantastic documentary about the movie. Obviously, the baseline of how Power Rangers was created was there was Super Sentai in Japan, and that Saban guy went over there and he was like, "Hey, I can get all of these old TV properties for very cheap and just repurpose them into some TV for American children." So then they filmed a bunch of the out of uniform stuff to kind of splice together some stories and try and make it sense with this old footage. So that's how Power Rangers was born. It's just kind of repurposed old Japanese television, which is very funny. But alongside them making the second, I guess leading it, I guess the second season, they filmed this movie in Australia. So like you can tell in the second season of Power Rangers that some things are a little bit off. And then there's an appearance of some monsters that were supposed to be costumes for the movie that just ended up going into the TV show, which again was filming concurrently to the movie, which is pretty fantastic. Not for them, because that's a long day to have to film a TV show for every single day of the week and a movie on top of that.
Yeah. When they did the movie, did they do their own like fighting sequences, or did they still always repurpose the old Japanese stuff?
No,
Yeah, they went balls to the wall. They made suits that are like way more armored than the like spandex suits that the Japanese version used. So all the stuff is new choreography and stuff for that one.
and
New to 1995.
both the actors and they had stunt people do the fighting. Like whenever they could have the actors do it, where like their face was showing, they would do it that way. But most of the time, it was stunt people. If I remember correctly.
So did they also like from that point on? Did they try to do some? Like, did they still use the old footage like throughout the rest of the seasons, or did they use some of the new footage for the fight stuff like on the show?
Well,
like,
and so that's the kind of the catch as to why Mighty Morphin didn't last for a certain period of time, because there was only so many episodes of that original series that were created, and then they moved on to the next Super Sentai show in the series, and so that's why all of a sudden there's new characters, new uniforms, all of that stuff, because they ran out of material from the old show that they were pulling from, and they had to update it so that they could continue making new content. So it's all repurposed old stuff. It's just it slowly caught up over time, and then I think nowadays they have, just with computer graphics being as easy. I say easy. I couldn't do it, but as easy for a studio to put together. I think now they do more in-house creation of Power Rangers.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah,
they did all right too.
Yeah. So that's my little history lesson. Did everybody get a chance to talk about their exposure to Power Rangers? Des, enlighten us.
Well, mine's probably pretty similar to yours. Well, maybe not yours, Alex. But I was a 90s kid, so I think Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was what I was like first introduced to. And I loved Amy Jo Johnson.
As one does.
Yep. And yeah, I think like one or two spin-offs. I don't know what you would call them afterwards.
Spin-offs,
yeah, and then I saw the new movie too. That one wasn't as good.
It was a little disappointing.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that reminds me. I said the Black Ranger is my favorite, but it was the Pink Ranger. Um,
Yeah.
Awesome. Eric, did you get to tell us your history?
So my history with Power Rangers was I remember watching it every morning before I went out to wait for the bus to go to school because I'm that old that it was brand new.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember watching it in the mornings before the bus, and then I kind of after the original cast kind of left it, I was like, I'm not as interested anymore, and I stopped watching it because I liked that original. I liked the goofiness of the. Because even though I didn't understand that it was a Japanese show being incorporated into an American show, I totally loved the janky goofiness of it. And then when they kind of got a little higher production, I'm like, and then the new cast, I'm like, this isn't as good.
Yeah.
And then I too watched that most recent movie, and I was like, I mean, it's
So
color coded correctly.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the not fan made, but like the non like official like it's not even a movie, it's like a 10-minute thing. It had some people from the originals. It was like a dark, gritty version of the Power Rangers.
Oh yeah.
I forget who was in it though, but
It had Steve Cardenas in it. It had
there's a one actor who's like semi-famous that was in it. I can't remember.
it had the dude from Dawson's Creek in it.
Vanderbeek guy. I forgot his first
Oh, I
name.
guess it didn't have Steve Cardenas because I think he was playing that character. Dang, I just lied.
That's
Oh.
terrible.
the world
I'm a liar.
knows.
It's not in the, whoever owns the rights to Power Rangers takes it off of YouTube or whatever, so you can't watch it. It's really hard to find.
It was pretty cool. I dug it when it dropped. Are we showing some of it?
Oh, I forgot that you can see my browser.
Yeah.
We see everything you're
Please.
doing, Kevin.
Be
And
careful
there
what you
goes
share.
The Twitch channel.
Oh no.
Yes, it's this one. So I'm gonna post the link in the chat if you want to walk.
Oh yeah, then it's got Katie Sackhoff in it too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know who she was at the time.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, fantastic. Yeah, my exposure. I watched all of the original series. I watched many of the following series. I fell off around the time that Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue came out, which was where all of the Zords were EMS vehicles, like a fire truck and an ambulance. And I don't know what it was, but I was just like, it's different now. And I stopped watching it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of my history. And then yeah, any of the movies, I watched the original movie, I watched the Power Rangers Turbo movie. So yeah, I love me some Power Rangers.
I'd also
Kevin, did you have something to chime in with?
Yeah, this is unrelated to Power Rangers. This is Eric's first episode as an official member of the Adventure Awaits podcast.
That's true.
Yay, celebration!
So welcome to the podcast, and
And do stick around, please.
please, we need help. Solve our tech
Everything's on
issues.
fire. All right, so I guess let's actually jump into the character creation after so many mistakes and things breaking. Fantastic. So I guess step one in the character creation process, I'm pulling this right from the book, is to kind of come up with your character concept. So just keep in mind that all these characters are teenagers with attitude. So however that helps influence the character that you want to make, just kind of think on that for the next 8 seconds.
I have a name.
I need the Jeopardy music.
You have a name?
I do. His name is
Okay.
Ricky.
Is it Kevin?
It's Ricky Powers.
Oh God.
Okay. Is that your concept? Is that he has a name?
That's my current concept. My concept is coming soon.
So the concept that immediately popped into my head when you said "think for 8 seconds" was I want to play like the red or blue ranger, but be really mad if anyone else is the black ranger because I'm an emo teen and I wanted the black suit, but someone else already got it.
Very good.
Okay.
Haven't committed to it, but that was what I thought of first.
Gotcha.
So.
Now,
Gotcha.
remind me. The color of the suit is kind of. Does that matter as far as personality goes?
No, not
Okay.
at all. So as far as, well, I shouldn't say not at all. I guess it does have correlation, but if we were to put this into like D&D terms, your color of your suit is your class. And your character concept as far as like your origin, that would be like your character's race.
Okay.
And D&D.
And our game is played in the 90s, right?
It doesn't have to be.
That's when the best Power Rangers was.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Concept for a Power Rangers character. All right.
So we are teenagers. We have attitude. We have a co-ed team.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Possibly.
There's so many girls here.
Unless everybody wants to play ladies and or gentlemen.
I think
I am neither a lady or a gentleman.
How about I can kind of read through
oh, here we go.
what makes your character concept, if this helps trigger anything for you guys.
Yeah, if you could do an example, that'd be great.
I don't well, okay, maybe there's an example in here actually. I'm just going to read through what's in the book on the matter. Who is your character? Creating a character can seem daunting, but in reality, whomever you create is just a representation of what type of personality and goals your Power Rangers possess. Is your ranger a protector of the innocent, always striving to keep civilians safe above all else? Do they dedicate their lives to martial arts, never missing a practice session or match? Are they a natural leader, guiding the way and being a mentor for others? Do they obsess over technology and keep busy tinkering over a lab between missions?
That's me.
These types of concepts can help you build a realistic backstory for your character that will give them motivation later in the gameplay. Kevin, for example, if you choose the character who is incredibly dedicated to martial arts, perhaps your character will be met with a decision in a future campaign where they will have to choose between attending an important competition or fighting a nearby invasion of putty patrollers. When you have a backstory that has built in the love and importance of a hobby or lifestyle, then your character's choices will be easier.
Okay. So this character concept is not something we would write down. It's something that we have in the back of
It's
our
just-
mind as we're creating the character.
Yes. Yeah. So, given that in mind, or keeping that in mind, how about we all take a brief 15-second pause to think of a character concept before we move on to the next step.
Now, the
And
character.
I'll do elevator music.
So the character. So remind me, in Power Rangers, the Power Ranger is still the same person when they're a teen and when they're a Power Ranger, right? It's like they're not. They
Like
don't in the lore, yeah.
They aren't Shazam.
Yeah, it's the same person whether they're in the suit or out of the suit.
Okay.
In the actual TV show, it's Japanese people from the 70s that are in the suit. Okay, and that 15 seconds will begin now. Da, 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 da.
I'm just gonna be laughing at your music.
All right, and 15 seconds is up. Hope you've created a fully fleshed out character idea. Because now we will be moving on to the second step in creating a character. This is choosing an origin for your character. So again, this is kind of like if you were going to pick your racial features in D&D. So your character's origin comes from who they were before being called upon to be the hero they are today. For Power Rangers, this is best described as your character's base personality and persona. This is what they were known as when they are out and about in everyday life in their normal identities. Whether they are a student at Angel Grove High or a waitress at a local diner, your character's origin in combination with their role and influences make up the whole person that they are. So I would also even contain these to or they're kind of like themes in Starfinder as well. So like depending on what origin you pick, you would get different abilities and stuff.
So this is a list that's in the book.
Yeah, you should have options on your character sheet.
For origin, I do not.
Same.
But
Yeah, you do.
It's up at the very top of the sheet. It says Power Rangers. It has your name, pronouns, and then origin.
Right.
There's no drop.
There's no drop down
Mine
menu.
says oddball.
Do we have to press edit?
Yes.
Yes.
But the only thing that has a
Also-
drop down menu is the role. But you
When
should
Yeah.
be able to go to the compendium and roll 20, and there's an origins tab.
And it's blank.
It is blank. I can't see anything. That's unfortunate.
Wait, hold on.
They're all blank.
Compendium.
Yeah, that's all blank.
I think that's because I haven't shown it to you guys yet.
Can you share it with me?
Power Rangers core rulebook. Hold on, this is being stupid. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Compendium table of contents. Is that what you said you needed?
Yeah.
Okay. Show to players.
Boom.
Oh, there it is.
Hell
Character.
yeah.
Boom,
Look
roasted.
at them posing. Look at those Rangers posing. Amazing.
Origins is still blank.
Where is that at?
Start here.
Chapter 3, character origins, and what he made available to us.
Oh,
You scroll down to chapter 3, origins. You just click on it there.
Yeah, mine's blank.
There are definitely.
I got prompted to buy it.
Something just
yeah.
happened.
That's what me got too.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff here.
Okay, so Alex. Hold on.
Yes.
I gotta exit the game and see how I did the Marvel.
How did he marvelize it?
Rennis suggested something in the chat. I don't know if that helps.
Bitch.
Where you had to assign them to a player.
No. It's
Mhm.
Marvel time. It is
It's not Marvel time. We're doing Power Rangers. this
Power
time.
Rangers.
It's
Hey.
morphin' time.
game settings. So in the game settings for this game, do you have content? Good. Okay, yeah, there we go. So, Alex, if you exit the game, go into like the settings for the game. And then near the bottom where you select the character sheet template, above that says content sharing. Do you see that?
Game settings. Hold on, I'm catching up. And then at the bottom it says content sharing.
So compendium
Share
system.
my compendium.
Yes.
Share compendium with other players.
Yes. And then at the bottom
Alright.
there should be a save changes.
Hooah! Alright. That's saved. Do I have to share that again then?
Hold on. Looking, meow. Oh,
We have to rejoin the game. And you don't.
still blank for me.
See what
Yeah, it's still asking me to buy things.
That's really annoying though.
Well, how about you guys back out and then rejoin the game, and I can read through some of the origins, just so that you
Yeah,
can
all
hear.
of the thing in the compendium is still no results found.
Yeah. We have to rejoin it. Darn it.
This is gonna work. Not showing any results. We're doing some troubleshooting. Can you be, what sheet are you using?
I'm glad the goal tonight was just to create the characters rather than actually record.
Mm-hmm.
Is there
yeah,
like, okay, here we go. No, that doesn't make any sense because, so if you go back to those settings.
From the cell page,
crap, I can't
here's
hear anybody.
3 origins:
I lost
athletic, brainy, and kind.
Ooh.
Okay, when I go back to it, it says that it
I don't
is.
know what
So,
happened.
it says do
Oh, I
not
do
share
know
it.
Waka waka.
Power Rangers.
I can hear you.
Save.
Now.
Oh, that's what it is.
Figured it out.
Okay,
I figured it out, you jackass.
you fingered it out.
I fingered it.
Um,
All right, get back in there, and you should be able to see it now.
Hey, we got it.
Going back.
There's a different section you have to save it at. Otherwise, it
Everyone got
reverts it
muted
back
again.
to
I don't know
no.
what's happening.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what's happening.
Complicated.
So
Okay.
roll 20
So
is grabbing my earbuds every time I open it.
Thanks, roll 20.
Quit doing that. Okay, but everybody else can see the thing, right?
Touching.
I can see the thing. I'm looking at this thing.
Yes.
It just goes
Okay.
on and on.
Yes.
It goes on and on, he says.
Okay, so these should be all of the origin traits that are in the basic game. So let's just read through them real quick, and then there are like different bonuses that you will get by adding that to your character sheet.
Whoa.
So let's start, and this is all in alphabetical order. Isn't that fancy? You can be athletic as your origin. You can be brainy. You can be a comedic origin, a little class clown. You can be curious. You can be cynical. You could be kind. You could be the oddball. You can be
dance if
popular.
you want to.
You can be rebellious. You could be. You can have a tragic origin. So that's all of the starting origins that we have.
So we definitely want to, even if the word we thought of isn't on here, just tie it as close as we can to this, and then
Yeah.
apply that. Okay.
Yeah. Um, there's not really a like build your
choose
own right now.
Brainy?
I did.
Who chose Brainy?
Kevin.
Did
Oh.
everyone choose Brainy?
Wishful thinking.
I was going to say he wants to play the opposite of his normal self.
In a podcast full of idiots, everyone's character is the smart one.
Hmm.
Whereas you definitely can have multiple people with the same origin.
I'm
It
willing
does
to
help.
trade if someone
It does
wants
help
Brainy.
to have fair ones, just for the role play side of things.
Did you want Brainy, Eric?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I mostly just wanted to make the joke at your expense.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah. I understand. I guess I'll go over Brainy while we're here. Do you want me to read
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
it says? So, for example, it says, you love studying, learning, and reading about, well, everything. You live to learn, and you have learned a lot in your time. With all your time spent with your nose in books and such, you haven't had time to prioritize things like how to fight or much else beyond those some personal hobbies. You generally avoid physical conflict and begin with 1 health. That's great. Essence ability score increase options. You may increase either speed or smarts by 1. You gain the following list of skills to acquire at the D2 skill die, or add a specialization to said skill if you already possess it. Speed-based is driving and filtration. Smarts-based is alertness, culture, technology, and science. Your base ground movement is 25 feet. Languages, you have a knack for learning, and that includes linguistic roots and families. You are fluent in your native language, plus 1 additional language for each point of smarts you possess. Origin benefit. I remember reading about. You have a vast array of knowledge that you have accumulated over the years, and occasionally you might know a little bit about something useful in nearly any situation. In a situation where you and your allies are stumped, you can always spend 1 story point from your pool to gain a clue from the GM.
Nice.
So, I guess I will. So I guess I get 1 hit point.
You start with 1 hit point. You'll be able to raise that
Oh,
unless you pick all of the worst options for hit points.
all right. Cool.
Cool. So Kevin locked that in pretty quickly. Is anybody else close to making an origin selection?
I think I'm bouncing back and forth between kind and oddball. I think I want to go with oddball.
That
Kinda
checks
fit-
out.
Yep. It's okay. Play yourself. I think that fits in best with my character concept. So if we're reading these to stall for time, I will, but we can
Yeah,
move
sure.
on.
If you want
Okay.
to.
Oddball, you aren't like anyone else. Of course. Sometimes you say things that don't make sense. Check. But to anyone but you and your close friends, and sometimes not even to them. You don't dress like popular people. You don't listen to top 40 music. And when your mind wanders, it really wanders. Some people call you eccentric, perhaps unique, but one thing is for certain, you aren't like anyone else. Being different sometimes means sticking up for yourself, and you begin with 2 health. I don't know what essence score stuff is. And then
Essence is like the system. It's a D20 system, but Essence is kind of like the breakdown of your abilities.
mhm.
Instead of like strength, dexterity, all that stuff, you have the Power Rangers versions of those things. And that's what Essence is.
Okay. So that says, oh, okay, I got you. So I can increase any one of those by 1. Bonus skills, strength-based, which is intimidation, might, smarts-based, alertness, culture, survival, speed-based, infiltration, social-based, which is animal handling, deception, performance, streetwise. Yeah. So I think that's enough.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool.
Who wants to go next?
I can.
Yeah, Eric, hit us with it.
So I am leaning towards curious. So curious is.
I wonder why.
Ever since you were very young, you have never been able to keep your nose out of mysteries and the unknown. You live for discovering new things, especially if you've been told you aren't supposed to know about it. You might have been called nosy or perhaps an eavesdropper, but it wasn't really your fault. You're just naturally interested in the unknown. So starting health is 1, like everything else. Essence options increase smarts or social by 1. Bonus skill levels, you gain the following. Smarts-based, alertness, culture, tech, or social-based, deception, persuasion, streetwise. And then languages. Listening and understanding are key parts of your ability to uncover secrets. You are fluent in your native language and 1 additional language for each 2 points of smarts you possess. And then origin benefit is secret knowledge. You have been able to learn something others have not, and may choose a general perk you meet the prerequisites, if any, to possess.
Oh, that's cool. You just get an extra perk?
Curious?
Yeah, curious.
Okay.
Fantastic. Des, have we stalled enough for you to figure out what you want to pick? We cannot hear you currently.
Uh-oh.
Just
She said
no.
why. I can read lips.
Yes.
She said why.
just
Now she's caressing the mic.
no, it's not the microphone. You just need to change your settings again. It's the thing that happened before.
It's probably the same thing that happens to me. You probably
Just go to voice and video, select default, and then select the microphone you're supposed to have.
Yeah, I think Roll20 tries to gain access to your thing, and it just pulls it away from Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, every time you open it up.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
really annoying. I don't know how to stop. Oh, there should be a
You
setting.
can tell Roll20 to F off and never do it.
All right, can you hear
Yes.
me?
Yay!
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
so as you were
Roll20
saying.
Okay. I knew what I wanted early on, but I was kind of waffling between the same 2 Chris was. Oddball, mostly because I know Des says things people don't understand.
And refers
I was
to
just trying to
herself in
protect
third
myself.
person.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go with kind.
I'm totally cool with swapping if you want oddball.
Oh no, you do that.
You do you.
Yeah, you do you. Yeah. So
tell us
me to read
about
it?
the kind origin. Yeah.
okay, kind. You're beloved by most, and it comes as a reflection of your own kindness that you show others. You're generally a good person that wants others to excel at what they're doing, and it hurts you to see anyone suffering or in pain. When people think of you, it's almost always with good connotations in mind. But hey, I never had to really be tough, so I'm a little weak girl at 1 health. Sorry, ladies. Yeah. Essence score, I mean, we'll figure that out later, I guess. Skill levels, I either go the smart-based route or social-based. What?
Just
What was
slowing
that look?
down a little bit.
Yay!
We need to get you a new way to record.
Did you hear everything I said, though?
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
didn't stop. It just you were slowing down a little bit.
You sounded a little drunk. It's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
You sounded like this.
Well.
That's
Jeez.
because I am.
All right.
All right.
Oh, okay. Are you done?
Good enough.
Okay.
Yep,
that's
good
fine.
enough.
Awesome. Fantastic. So we all have our origin. So we would move on to step 3.
What is that?
Step 3 is choosing a role. So again, this is akin
King's
to
Hawaiian.
5th edition. Oh gosh, akin to 5th edition or any other system. Your role would be like your class. But in Power Rangers, your class is your connection to the Ranger color spectrum. So I will read through my little snippet here, and then you guys can kind of take that time to pull up the compendium, the different colors of the Ranger spectrum. Roles for Power Rangers are tied to the Ranger spectrum, and your color choice correlates to a general role or job within your team. While every player character is a Power Ranger, unless your game master allows otherwise, each character's role in the group that helps them contribute to the story and whatever goal or problem you are tackling in your mission. The role that you choose will also define your character's armor, unlock specific Zord choices, as well as establish 2 primary abilities: role perks, skill training, equipment. These will allow your character to do special actions and will shape how your character uses their power. Sometimes players choose roles that enhance the traits given to their characters by their origin or their influences. Sometimes players choose roles that give their players different abilities to round out their character, to make them more of a jack of all trades. So any thoughts there?
So
I'll be pink.
of course. As soon as I clicked on the Blue Ranger, one of the top things on there is brains over brawn. So that, I mean, it's pretty clear that I should probably be the Blue Ranger.
Okay.
I'm going black, baby.
Black baby.
Black baby.
Okay, it's going to be tough for you to be a teenager as a black baby.
Well, I look forward to the challenge.
Hey guys, we're doing teenage things today.
Well, so Kevin, since you kind of jumped on the ball, why don't you tell us about what the blue color spectrum gives to your ranger?
Let's see here. This is very long, so I'm not going to read everything. Let's see. I'm trying to read through to see if this is lore behind the color or if actual gameplay. But basically, it's team technician, brains over brawn, and a stoic role are some of the headings on here. As far as the features for the RPG, as a Blue Ranger, you gain the following: personal power regeneration of 4 per day, personal power capacity of +2 per every 4 levels. I have training in light and medium armor. My starting skill ranks are +1 finesse or targeting, +1 science, and +1 technology. Grid equipment. I have wrist communicator, power morpher, blade blaster, and 2-handed power weapon. There's something to do with being only available when morphed. I'm assuming we'll get to that at some point. At first level, I have role perks. One is called It's Morphin' Time, and the other one is called Eureka. No idea what that means, but I'm sure I'll find out.
All right.
Everything
Cool.
else seems... Yeah, that should be everything, basically.
Fantastic. And then Des, you said you were going to be pink.
Yes.
Do you want to just give us a very quick overview of what the Pink Ranger is, since your computer will slow it down?
Okay. Unlike my computer, Pink Rangers are pretty quick. Solid martial artists, first and foremost. First and foremost, though, ranged combat expert. Lots of abilities and talents. Nimble. Some would say... Wait. What was the thing that I used in the old one? I'm trying to do a callback.
Limber?
Limber.
Yes. Limber. Yeah, and I don't know. I guess you all trust me enough to stay on the outside, and I trust you guys to have my backs on the inside of the fight. So, is that good enough?
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I'm
All
glad
right.
that there's a focus with like fighting prowess with the Pink Ranger, because so far it seemed like this team is very brainy and not brawny. We have a smart guy, a curious guy, a weirdo, someone who's kind.
Yeah. We're looking for our 5th ranger.
Who wants to join us?
Fantastic.
All right. That'd be cool if we could actually have that happen, but
Hey, who's to say it can't happen? Well, awesome. Who else has picked out their color in the Ranger spectrum?
I'm going with Black Ranger.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
give us a quick overview of what makes your character different.
I'll
Or-
just read the opening paragraph here. It says Black Rangers are imbued. Let's see. Rangers that are imbued with the black energy of the Morphin Grid tend to be social charmers, entertainers in the real life of the party. They're the personification of team unity, and a lot of what they do helps keep the bonds between members strong and tight. Black Rangers are equally adept at fighting back to back with their friends, showing that the team comes first and always ready to stand up for any part of it.
That's awesome. I like that you're a big weirdo, but also you're the social life of the party.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Makes
like
sense too.
yeah, it's like I forget what singer it is, but it's like when I'm just talking, I'm like rambling incoherently, but when I play my music, then everybody knows exactly what I'm saying. Oh, I didn't mention my theme.
was gonna-
Yeah, my theme was my music will change the world. So I'm kind of like an angsty teenager playing my music.
okay.
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, and Eric.
I think I am going to be Green Ranger.
Green Ranger.
Very cool, very
So
cool.
Red Ranger.
Yes.
Got it.
Oh.
for you.
Because he's
For
color.
you, yes.
Because he's color stupid, ladies and gentlemen.
So I'll just read the first paragraph. Green Ranger, possessing a rare wavelength of energy within the Morphin Grid, Green Rangers are the loners and the outsiders. They join the Ranger teams when they can, but still tend to work on the outside of operations and do so in a way to maintain the sanctity of the team concept. Green Rangers are ready for anything, whether they line up as part of a team or they stand alone against the forces of evil.
Dude, the Green Ranger in that board game that we were talking about yesterday is so OP.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he could just fight off villains on his own. It's crazy. Like, we would be arguing, the other characters would be arguing in this other place about, oh yeah, I gotta do this, and then we gotta do this. And then we look over to him and he's already beat like the bad guy. And it's like, what? It's a very fun game.
mean-
What was it called?
This game?
It's blurred. Okay, the Saban's
Yes.
Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid. It's actually really fun. I played it a couple weeks ago with some friends.
That's another one of my Gen Con pickups that I have not gotten to play yet.
We should play it sometime.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
let's
down.
play that.
Totally.
I'm down to play it.
We'll stream that.
Fantastic. Yeah, so everybody is on the spectrum now.
Now?
No.
The Power Rangers color spectrum. Come on, guys. Jeez. So now we move on to step 4. We are choosing our influences. Let me read a little bit about that.
We should be adding
Your
these,
character.
like the stats and stuff, right?
Yeah, you should be able to add those to your character sheet.
Okay.
Oh, we have to do it ourselves. It doesn't auto do it for us.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Dang.
Like it doesn't update the information when you select
Well,
that.
I chose my role Green Ranger, but none of the stats down in the sheet have updated to reflect that I chose that.
Maybe we have to do all of it. Like edit everything up top first.
I did.
Oh, mine's updating.
Oh,
Is it?
okay.
Yeah, I like.
Mine's
I'm
not.
clicking on the edit and just changing things as we do this.
No,
And
I was
then
talking about if you change the role, it will automatically put stuff in for you. But no, it's not
Oh.
doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not doing that.
All right.
I mean, I'm looking at Wait, Ricky Powers?
That's me.
Oh, you're adding stuff.
Yeah, I'm everything that's been added. I've done it myself.
Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure. I just got this stuff today, as far as like the Roll20 backing stuff. So I will have a better handle of it by the time we actually start the adventure.
Okay, I believe you.
Awesome. So as far as choosing influences, your character has lived a wealth of experiences, whether they are still a young teenager or well into adulthood. These influences shape who your character is as a person, and they contribute to knowledge and know-how as well as occasional hang-ups, which can impact the outcome of certain situations in gameplay. So this says choose a minimum of one influence for your Power Ranger, which gives you all of the background flavor and benefits to add to your character's personality. If you choose to pick additional influences, you will still receive all of the benefits provided, but each one beyond the first choice will come with a specific hang-up, which are just weaknesses. And honestly, like it says in here, don't worry about them, because, you know, complications are what make the game fun. So
I'm just looking up the difference between finesse and targeting. Okay, I'm doing targeting then. So, when it says +1, does that just mean, because when we do the drop-down menu, it says it's like a range of D2 to D20 or whatever? When it says +1, change it from 0 to D2? Is that how it works?
maybe.
And another thing I wanted to ask was for personal power, it says +2 per every 4 levels. Do we start with 2? What's the starting personal power?
You're like ahead of us,
I am not, because that was in
right?
your ranger.
Or am I way?
It's literally.
Yeah, but I'm like trying to. All right.
This was part of your what color? The color you picked.
Scroll down to the table 4.3, and it lists first level, and it gives you what your stats should be set at for first level.
Oh yes, thank you. So it starts at 2, and then we get. Okay, so we get 2 at. Okay, cool. All right, that is what I wanted.
Well, you're welcome.
What other stuff? What other information? Light or medium armor? I assume equipment is later on.
Yes.
Oh, there it is, armor. Okay, yeah, we'll do that later. What? So influences is like a list, like the origins?
Yeah, kind of. These would be. I mean, these kind of fit into the same realm as like like themes would in Starfinder.
Yeah. And it said we could pick
just
2?
to run. You can pick a minimum of 1, which 1 is enough to kind of fuel your character. It said you can pick more than that, but for every one that you pick beyond the first one, you get a hang up as well with it.
Okay.
Cool. Which is just a complication.
Right.
So just to run through the list of those influences that come in the base book of this game, we have Artisan, Caretaker, Community Helper, Small Town Roots, Martial Artist, Nomad, Not From Around Here, Student, Survivor, and Teacher. So I did say earlier that we're teenagers with attitude. That's a callback to the opening of the Mighty Morphin show. But I guess this game doesn't
restrict.
It doesn't restrict that. You don't have to play a teenager. You could be
I'm an old man.
somebody. You could be old man Power Ranger. Yes, that's why he's so brainy, because he's very old. Yeah, you could. So you can. Realistically, you want to have a character that, in some way, would have a connection to this team. Right? Like, you don't want to be the hermit that lives on the outskirts of Angel Grove or whatever and never talks to anyone. Because that would be tough to get a team to find this person. But like, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So just whatever kind of stands out to you as something that fits the character concept that you came up with in those 15 seconds earlier.
Okay. I do have one question. In the table on our Ranger page, it says idea points. Do you know what that is? And is there a place for that on the character sheet? Because I don't see it on the character sheet.
I don't. I read, so just as my, I guess, going back to me not liking to read that much, I did read through many of the rules one time already.
Gotcha.
But I haven't studied it and memorized everything about this rule set. So some of this stuff is still pretty fresh. And I just don't remember what idea points are.
It's not even showing up in the compendium, so it might be just a typo.
I have a quick question.
Or it could be a story point.
It could be a story point, yeah.
So I went back to my chosen origin to get the stats out of that for my skill sheet.
Mm-hmm.
It says that I can pick to increase smarts or social by 1, and then below that it says bonus skill level, and then it's smarts based, social based. Am I only supposed to pick the skills from the one that I chose to up by 1, or do I get all 6 of those? You know?
Oh yeah. I hold on, let me bring up what mine said. I can tell you. You gain.
I'll let Kevin answer this.
Because the way I'm reading it, I should get to take all 6. 3 from smarts and 3 from social. But I could be reading it wrong.
Or add a special, not a special. We don't want it.
I was elected to lead, not to read.
So this is exactly what it says. It says you gain the following list of skills to acquire at the D2 skill die. And it said speed based. Well, for me, it's speed based and smarts based. Because right above it, it says you may increase either speed or smarts. So he's asking if you can add both, even though you only pick the speed or smarts.
Right.
For the ability that comes alongside
you gain the
spectrum?
following. It's the bonus skill levels. Do you gain the bonus skill levels from both of the essence ability score increase, or just the one that you picked?
I want to say it's just the one that you picked, but also I'm not 100% certain about that.
That it makes sense to me that you only get the ones from the one that you picked.
Okay.
Me. But
because it doesn't do a very good job of explaining that, because it says you gain the following list of skills to acquire. Well, it doesn't say based on your choice of essence score.
Well, that is one criticism of this game, is that the rules are not 100% clear.
Okay.
So, yeah.
As an essence score, it says you can increase smarts or, for me, smarts or social.
Right.
But then down below, it doesn't say then only get these. But I could see how logically you would. I pick smarts, so I'd only take the smarts. Makes sense.
That makes sense to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will refresh before we actually start getting into combat, and if we need to make updates prior to the next stream, that's fine as well.
Gotcha.
Awesome. Okay, so as far as influences, has anybody made a choice
Ooh, yes.
as what your character is influenced by?
So you said we
Yeah, I
only.
picked-
I'm sorry. Go.
You're fine.
This actually it might be helpful for anybody. You said we only take a what was it? Hang up if we take 2 influences.
Yeah, beyond the first influence that you take, any further ones come with hangups.
Cool. Okay. You can go now, Chris.
So far I chose artisan for an influence. And then the description that I copied from that was I'm happiest when everyone is getting along and make it my business to diffuse out tensions among my team. The second one I chose is small town roots, and it gave me a list of things within that. And so I picked no one is beyond redemption. It just takes an honest chance and hard work. And then since that was my second one, I just picked up the hang up that was inside small town roots, which I don't know the mechanics yet, but it says sometimes your simple experiences show a lack of eloquence or understanding of the greater world around you. When you meet someone new with whom you don't share an influence, you suffer a snag on your first social skill test with them.
I think that's just kind of like a trouble in the Marvel game, or like disadvantage in D&D. It's just like a little complication that makes things tougher for you.
Okay. Yeah, so I might add a third one, but for now, I got those 2.
Yeah, sure. Awesome. Has anyone else made a selection?
I
will
Oh,
be right
yeah.
back.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I thought she was
Okay.
gonna go. So I am choosing student at first. I'm
Mhm.
contemplating picking a second one. So my perk from picking student is your expertise in your study of choice gives you a superior knowledge in one subject, allowing you to speak eloquently and thoroughly on the topic. You may choose from the list provided or decide on your own choice with GM's approval. When attempting to recall facts or performing a task in relation to the subject, you gain an edge on your skill check. Additionally, you are recognized within learning institutions related to your study and are welcomed readily with assistance in your further research. I have not picked a subject, but I was leaning towards. I was gonna say that he was like a band kid, so I was leaning music, like
Okay.
classical music, not like pop music or anything like that.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna do that.
Awesome. So we got 2 musical nerds.
Yup.
True.
Bill and Ted.
I'm gonna do music student as the name of it. Okay. Actually, I'm going to stick with the 1, and then like if he gets better at the music, I might. Can you add influences?
I don't see why we wouldn't be able to. I think that
Makes
would be a
sense.
thing that would pop up in story.
Maybe even like when he gets like, and obviously we're doing this as like a little one shot, but future his influence perk would turn into an artisan perk, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stick with that.
Awesome. Just a real quick check-in. What do we think Des is doing while she stepped away?
Pooping.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely. Definitely
That's
pooping.
probably the best answer.
Yeah.
I am going to take a risk and say that she is also eating while pooping.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay.
Multitasker here.
Killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Hey then.
I'm gonna guess she is robbing a bank so that she can use the podcast as a alibi.
That's so smart.
Excellent.
Mm.
I am good with that if I get, I don't know, 15%.
Yeah. Make it 16, and I'll also keep up that alibi.
What, you trying
If
to one
Chris
me?
gets 16%, you'll be in on it.
Yeah. Thanks. I really appreciate the support, Kevin. You're a swell guy.
All right, Eric, are you ready to? Did you have an influence, or did you already say it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I was still trying to add crap into my.
Oh,
gee.
gotcha. Why
Gross.
are you adding
He
crap?
too is trying to figure out what Dez is doing.
Oh,
I was trying to make sure I had all the stuff from my Spectrum and all the stuff from my Origins. I was trying to make sure I had it all on my sheet.
oh, gotcha.
I
Gotcha.
think I do. And then we're all starting with 1 health, right?
I think Chris started out with 2 based off of his origin.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think because you and Kevin both picked kind of the scrawny nerd archetypes, you guys have less health.
Right.
I do have a question.
Okay. I'm
Did-
sure Eric can answer it for you.
Perfect.
So in my influence, it says something about a bond. Is that the same for everyone else?
Your influence was student, right?
Correct. It says student bond, and it gives me a table. And I noticed there was a bonds section on the character sheet.
I do see that. I think this is just a further. It gives you more to work with for your role play.
Okay.
So you can roll a d12. There's a little table there that
Ooh. No,
you can just kind of get one.
I got it.
Okay, or you could just pick one that you think fits your theme.
Can you give me a last name? Any last name?
Balding.
Balding.
No, a last name, not an adjective.
Oh,
Okay. So I'm choosing number 4 on this list. I have a closer bond with a teacher or mentor than I do with my own parent, and my teacher is going to be my band director,
Oh, which is Mr. Balding.
Mr. Balding.
Mr. Balding has luscious locks,
Of course.
very long Fabio hair.
he's always carrying a box fan around with him to blow it.
It's like his teaching assistant is holding the fan.
Raise the fan up higher. You mean like this?
All right. Now
Fantastic.
we're just waiting on you.
Des to get done pooping.
Yep. And Eric to pick his influence.
Uh,
I picked Nomad.
Nomad. That makes sense.
That fits with the green spectrum being
Yes.
a bit of a loner.
Yes. I thought it made sense.
He's
That's
a real
very
nomad
cool.
man, living in his nomad land.
So yeah, it does look like all of
That's cool.
the influences have a bond. It looks like.
Oh, they do? Okay. What's your bond at, Chris?
Where the heck was that at?
To the bottom of the page.
Yes. If you go back to the compendium and then the influence section, and then you click on the specific influence.
Someone rolled.
I did artisan and then wait, now what am I looking for?
So you did artisan. Artisan at the very bottom has a table that says artisan bond, and then there's a table with 12 entries.
Yeah, I went with the first one. I'm happiest when everyone is getting along.
Yeah, I think you had mentioned that one. And
Which
then
I wasn't sure. Is this a person that influenced us, or this is just our
What
motto?
influenced you into the human that you've become?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's Wait. So you said I'm happiest when everyone is getting along. Yeah. So this doesn't. This one that you've picked does not have to be a person.
Okay.
This is kind of like your life philosophy is like you're there to try and keep the group together and like work through issues that come up, all that stuff.
All right.
But you had picked 2 influences, right?
Yeah, the other one was small town roots, and so then from that list, what did I say? Number 4, no one is beyond redemption. It just takes giving an honest chance and hard work.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But you have to take the hang up.
Yes, which I think I copied in there. Sometimes your simple experiences show lacking eloquence or understanding of the greater world around you. So I take a penalty when I meet someone new with whom I don't share an influence.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fun. Des,
Very fun.
did you make any decisions while you were on the toilet?
And
Robbing a
or
bank?
robbing a
Oh
bank?
yeah.
Robbing a bank from
yeah.
a toilet?
Yeah. So I went with caregiver.
Caregiver. You mean caretaker?
Yeah, I mean caretaker?
Hey, that's what it is.
It's with robbing a bank.
Yep.
Taker.
Okay. So then alongside that you have a caretaker bond.
There's a table at the bottom if you can't think of a bond, or if you need examples of a bond.
Is that like who I am helping?
There's a bunch of options here.
Yeah, it can be a person.
Because I had an idea.
If you look at the bottom of your caretaker little table, it'll give you 12 different options, or you can come up with one on your own.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, there we go.
Good job.
Okay.
Easy enough.
You want to let us know about it?
Okay. Sure. I'm kind of
I know
like
what Dez's bond is. Not your character. Dez,
What?
I cannot stand to see an animal harmed in any way. That's Dez's
Oh
bond.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I mean, the other thing that I'm going with is very close to me, and the person I care for means more to me than anyone else in the world. And I imagine I'm taking care of my mom, who's sick.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Well,
Makes-
remember to give her a name.
Yep.
But very good. I like that. Eric, have you had a chance to look over? Did you pick?
Nomad.
No. Yes. You did say
I
that.
picked Nomad. I'm plugging in some of the additional. In mine, there's the reason I was doing the rolls is it says roll a d20 3 times to randomly pick 3 cities in which you have lived before coming to Angel Grove.
That's
Oh.
3
amazing.
rolls.
Very
My characters lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Jacksonville, Florida, and Detroit, Michigan.
fantastic.
Wait, we canonically live in Angel Grove?
Yes.
That's kind of
What the book says.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then for my background bond, I chose when I arrive in a new town, I like to find the local library first.
Ooh. A book boy.
I gotta
Goes with the
come up
curious.
with an instrument that this guy plays. I wonder what it will be.
Oh, I call guitar. Sorry.
Well, mine will be some type of horned instrument, I assume.
Do the trombone.
Jazz saxophone.
I mean, it's a good choice.
Fantastic. Okay, so everybody has influences. I think, was it only Chris that took 2 influences?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm so greedy.
No, that's fine. Very fun.
I was thinking
so
about
now-
it. I was thinking about it.
Well, and if you guys do decide, oh, I want to go ahead and add another one before we actually get into the adventure, like, that's totally cool with me. So feel free to look over that. This document. So let's move on to step 5. This is where we assign our essence points to our essence scores.
Okay.
So let me do a little bit of book reading. You all know it's my favorite thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Every
Can't keep you away
character
from 'em.
begins with essence points, which are the foundations of a character's essence score and skills. Your essence scores provide a snapshot of your character's physical and mental characteristics. In fact, every character or threat that you encounter in this game will have these same 4 essence scores. The numbers tell you how strong your character is in each particular trait, and those numbers translates into your defenses and skills. When you create your character, you will have 12 essence points to spend between the 4 essence scores. And let's go ahead and just read those now. It's the 4 S's: strength, speed, smarts, and social. Your GM may let you assign these points however you choose, but the most common spread is 4, 3, 3, 2. This means you put one of each of these numbers in the essence score of your choice. As your character grows and levels up, you will get more essence points to spend. And then it goes on to add examples. If you're looking for a more hand-to-hand martial arts style, you would probably want to put more points into strength. If you're building a Sherlock Holmes type, you might want to put more points into smarts, and so on and so forth.
So do we add?
Oh,
So we've got points from our origin. Was it origin or roll? I forget which one.
Yeah,
Do we
I'm assuming that gets added on top of
what
he
these
just read.
12 points? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I forget that. That was under our...
I think it was your
Our
what
color?
color, yeah, the roll.
Okay.
The spectrum that you're on.
Okay.
I think
so-
Your origin also
Yeah,
might
your
say-
origin gives you a plus to one item, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
that's
origin
right.
gives me a plus to either smarts or social.
I get
yeah. And I had a question.
Yes.
Okay. So with the essence, yeah, if we're doing that, what?
I just liked. I have a question. Okay.
So with the origin, is that what it is? Where I picked kind. Yeah, it gives me that, like, for the essence, you may increase smarts or social. So I would add that to the 12 that we have to divvy. But-
no, that's. I mean, you're adding that to the score. It's not in addition to the 12, right? Like you've already increased the score based off of your origin being added.
Isn't that not what I just asked?
Yes, you have because of that origin, you're given a specific essence point to go into one skill. It's not adding. You're not getting 13 points because of that.
Right.
You just have 12 points, and you got a free point from that ability.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're saying something basically, but you're being a little more like clear with like why that's happening.
Yeah, I'm using the words correctly, and you're stumbling
right.
through a thought.
And cutting
but-
out
Hey,
because
look.
of Discord. So it's all good.
So that leads into my question then, with these additional points that we have to add because of these traits, do we
Yeah.
put that in on the bonus section that's listed on the character sheet, or do we just add these
Bonus?
right into? Yeah, so beneath strength it says toughness, and then there's a blue line, and then it says perks, armor, and bonus, where I guess we would add
Ooh,
additional.
I think no, that is different. So
Okay.
you would get those three numbers are for morphed and morph specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, where it says strength, speed, and smarts and social right next to it, there's
Mhm.
a box.
Yes.
You would just modify that based off of the points that you're adding to that skill.
Okay.
Or not skill, that attribute.
So it recommends 4332.
Yes, that is kind of like the most common spread.
All right. So we just add it to that number. So that might make that. That will make it that. All right. I think I am done that. So I'll go ahead and. Oh, you have a question?
Yes.
Ask
So-
away.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So still talking about my origins. All right. I have everything else figured out. But it has
Cool.
the bonus skill levels under the essence score increase stuff. It says it's so you acquire at the D2 skill die.
Well, if you click on the little drop down box next to each of the skills, you'll see it's not like 1 through 20. It's D2, D4, D6, D8, D10, D12. So you would change all of those skills that you chose to D2.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Can
so
you not select the box? What's
so I put
what?
social
what-
up at the top. I divvied out the 12 points, right?
Right. Yes.
Yes.
Plus my 1 and social that I took.
Mm-hmm.
On
Cool.
the separate thing for kind origin, it says for bonus skill levels, you gain the following list of skills to acquire at the D2
Oh yeah, we
skill
went
die
over this when you went to go
or
poop.
add a specialization.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for skills. That's the next section. So you're jumping ahead a little bit, I think.
Okay.
Well, you can go ahead. I went ahead and did it.
I mean, you could
So
technically
you
add it in.
chose social, you said?
Yeah.
So you would make the skills animal handling, performance, and persuasion a D2 in those boxes.
Okay.
So you see
Okay.
what I'm talking about
All right,
with the
I got it.
boxes?
Thank you.
Yes.
Cool.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. So I guess I'll go first. I have 7 smarts, 4 speed, 3 social, and 2 strength.
Said 7 smarts.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I think you get some extra stuff. Hold on. Blue Ranger.
We got ourselves a Billy Cranston over here.
Yeah, in my Ranger table, I get +2 to smarts and +1 to speed. So, and then
Okay.
+1 from my origin, which makes it a 3. And then I added the 4 from the 4332 thing, and that makes it 7.
Uh-huh.
So I'm a smart little
Jeez.
boy.
Do my math homework.
Teacher Des has a question in the chat. Anybody else have their stats up and ready to go?
Yeah, I got mine. Strength 4, speed 3, smarts 3, and social 6.
Ooh.
Dang.
I ended up assigning it social with the 4332. I did social at 4, strength at 3. I think speed was 2 and smarts was 3, and then the bonuses got it where it was.
Excellent. I see Des counting on her fingers.
Eric, did you get yours?
I think I have mine set correctly.
Okay. You should have 4
Oh.
points that you have set before you get the 12 points that you can divvy wherever you want, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think I ended up with I did this right. Strength of 5, speed of 4, smarts of 5, and social 2.
Okay. Nice.
So that brings my toughness, evasion, willpower, and cleverness up to toughness 15, evasion 14, willpower 15, cleverness 12.
Yeah, I think that's just 10 plus your score.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
So
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
And Des.
And finally, last but not least, but definitely the slowest,
she's only as fast as her computer.
That's
It'd be great
true.
if her speed
Yeah.
was actually the slowest among us.
speed 1.
Yeah, so okay. Where else would I find out if I have additional points to assign? Because I did my origin and that's it.
Your ranger
The
color.
Ranger spectrum.
You're
Yeah.
pink.
I'm looking at that.
It's in.
Scroll down and there's a chart and it shows you what you should have at level 1.
So at level 1,
Ah.
you get +2 to your speed and +1 to your social.
See, this is what happens when you go poop in the middle of our our character creation.
You know what?
missed
I was
them.
gonna try and be like, no, that's not what it was. But you know what? Everyone poops.
Just like the book.
They wrote a book about it. Yeah.
All right.
This is the book.
+2 speed, +1 social. Right.
That sounds right.
Oh,
Yeah.
not bad.
Plus, yeah. So, and then you got, what was it, +1 to your social from your origin? So you should have 2 and 2.
Yeah.
And then you would add on the 12. After
Okay.
that.
All right. So I think there's no other place that I could get
Nope. That's it.
something else to add. Okay. All right. So with that, strength 2, speed 5, smarts 3, social 6.
Dang.
We got 2 social butterflies.
Butterfly over there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
We did it.
Fantastic. Let's keep rolling.
Rolling.
We are on step 6. This is where we determine our skills. In most cases, your origin and role choices will give you a few starting skills automatically. Mark those skills on your character sheet now by filling in the bubble next to the first skill rank. I don't think that's going to be necessary for this online version. Now that you have your essence scores, you may now spend those within each ability on your skills. In order to take ranks in a skill, other than those given to you by your character creation choices, you must spend points on them from the same essence category as those points. Each skill is explained in detail in Chapter 6. There are 3 ways to spend points on skill ranks. So this is a new skill which is 1 point spent on a skill gives you the ability to roll a die type above what you can currently roll to accomplish a task using that skill. Since all characters may always use the d20 to try and do a task, everybody's starting point is a d20. If you choose to spend a point on a skill for the first time, you get a new die to roll in addition to the d20, a d2, or a coin. Or, second option, you can increase a skill rank. So just like above, spending a point on a skill allows you to increase your skill rank, allowing you to roll a higher die type in addition to your d20. If you choose to spend a point on a skill you already have, then you get to roll the next higher die type in addition to that d20. So, for example, if you have 2 skill ranks in science because you chose to spend 2 points there, you get to roll your normal d20 and a d4 whenever you make a science check. And then there is a third way. You can specialize in a skill. Once you have any ranks in a skill, you may choose to spend a point to specialize in that skill. When you specialize, you may roll your d20 plus your skill rank die type plus every die type below it. Oh, below it. Yeah. So as you continue leveling up, when you roll a d20 and then you have multiple ranks, you would get to roll a d20 plus a d4 plus a d2.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Cool.
wow.
So that's with a lot of points spent into a skill. But yeah, that seems very powerful.
Okay. And above step 6, it says each point that you have in an essence will allow you to learn or increase your rank in a particular skill. So it's saying that because I have 7 smarts, I can add 7 skill ranks in that section.
Yes.
Awesome.
Kevin's like, I'm about to fuck this shit up.
You know it, baby.
7 points.
What do these skills do?
Okay, so I'm sorry if you just said this, but where do we find the total points available to us to assign?
It's the number of essence points that you put in each essence
Okay.
score. So,
So
strength, if you put 5 there, you would have 5 skill points to add into that section.
Okay, and we can pick any one, because some of these I was able to assign the D2 from our choices so far, but
Mhm.
I can put these points into anything, even if it's a 0, right? Like, none
Yes.
of these are denied to us.
Correct.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, so basically if you wanted to add it to one that you already had due to your build, you just up to like a D4 instead of the D.
Okay.
Those points.
Yeah.
All right. And this is our final score in those points, even counting in the bonuses we got from other things, right? Not just the 4, 3, 3, 2. Like whatever I have here,
Yes.
I ended up with 4,
Yeah.
3, 3, 6. I assign those to those columns.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Oh, I don't know what I want to do. There's so many choices.
what does brawn mean?
We'll look it up.
If you
It's the
spill
quicker,
something,
thicker,
you can
picker-upper.
clean it up.
Damn it, that's what I was saying.
Everybody was on it.
We need to play that mind game now.
Yeah, wavelength.
Wow.
Brawn is the measure of your prolonged physicality.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Unlike a burst of strength, brawn dictates
Okay.
a general and constant level of physical prowess. So this would be like your endurance.
Why can't it? I'm trying to select a box, but it won't let me. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I missed it. There we go. What's the difference? What's might? Let's look at might. Mighty more. Oh my god, it's gonna be so hard to search for that because everything that says it's anytime it mentions
Yep.
Mighty Morphin. Oh, here we go. A powerful application of your strength. Okay, I have 0 strength. Well, not 0, but not a lot. And athletics, I assume.
I'm a
is-
nerd.
I'm a nerd. Hurling an object. I'm gonna increase it to that. All right. All right. My strength section is done because I only have 2 points. Why did I close that? There it is. Okay.
You said there's no limit to, like, as far as how many ranks we have put into any one of these, like in other games where if you're level 1, then you can only put 1 rank in each thing.
I have not seen anything where it limits you.
Okay.
Is 1 rank equivalent to D2?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Is one and 2. Infiltration, I assume, is like stealth.
That sounds accurate.
Sleight of hand. Shadowing. I think I'm gonna go initiative.
Oh, that's good to know. I hope that adjusts that for us. In conditioning, for each skill level taken in the skill, you gain 1 additional health.
Yes. I took 2.
Does that auto update?
I sure hope so. Nope. So I got to do that
Don't
manually.
forget to do that.
I'm sorry, what are we not forgetting to do?
If you put any
you put any-
points into conditioning, you for each point or rank, you add 1 health
Conditioning. Oh, okay.
in the strength column.
Oh.
I am a little upset that I shilled out money to get this fancy character sheet, and it doesn't do very much.
Yeah.
Right.
I assume when we're done, it will,
Oh, it better.
because there's a regenerate button. There's a it's morphin time button. There's an
That
initiative
sounds
button.
fantastic.
So
All right.
So, what is our base health starting at? 0?
1. Well, you get 1 from your origin, I believe, unless you got 2.
Got 1.
Yeah, I think Chris is the only one that got 2.
And then you said add for each rank of conditioning, add another point.
Yes.
Yes.
So my health would be a total of 3 at that point.
At this point in the character creation process.
Okay.
What is culture?
I'll reiterate that I am not an expert at this game, but I believe that will change when you have morphed into a Power Ranger. You will have a significant boost into your
Yeah,
to your health.
that is
Okay.
correct. I'm just going to say that because I assume it is correct. You know?
Yes.
Oh, I'm definitely putting all my social into performance. Because he's going to perform the shit out of a trombone or whatever the hell I decide on.
There's shit coming out of your trombone.
Wait, where is performance?
I want to clean that.
Oh, there it is.
Under social?
Yeah.
Social.
Yeah, where the hell? Oh, there it is. Hell yeah. Music. That's right. All right, I'm done.
Awesome. How's everybody else coming on that?
I'm done with
I
strength.
think I'm done.
Yeah.
You're done, but what?
with strength.
Okay.
Oh, because you had like 6 or 7.
I wish. I only had 4. I was busy reading the different categories.
That's fair. I won't make us read off our skill numbers
I'm
because
not-
that seems
That seems tedious.
pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah, tedious is the better word to use.
Can
So
I was just gonna say one of the ones I put a lot of points into.
if everybody wants to give what they're best at, let's
Yeah.
do that.
So I have 3 that I'm really good at: performance, culture, and technology. I was pretty
social and smarts.
Yeah. Well, I had 7 points to deal with in my smarts. And then I put all my social into performance.
Gotcha.
And then I put a couple points into conditioning to get myself a few hit points.
Des or Eric?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just tell you my strongest because a lot of them have the same.
Okay.
Animal handling.
Of course. That checks out.
So,
and if you guys need more time, we can kind of move on to the next section, and you can continue working on it. I'm not gonna be like, make your final selections now.
No.
Right. For me, I won't list off anything in particular, but I definitely am strongest in smarts.
Okay. Awesome.
So, where I have the most.
We have 2 smart boys.
Yeah.
I mean, we already knew that, but it's really coming through at this point.
Oh, good.
How smart these boys are.
Smartest of boys.
Chris, you still working on it over there?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be amazingly socially adept.
That checks out.
Down to. Yeah.
With
I have so many friends. I don't know what to do with them all.
Well, awesome. We can check back when you actually get everything filled in. I'll just go ahead and jump us forward to the step 7. So this is describing your character. Now that you've rounded out your character's concept with your origin, role, and influence choices, and chosen your skills, it's time to fill in the blanks and use what you have made to flesh out your character. This is the time to give your character a name, if you haven't already, and figure out what you want them to look like. The role you chose will define what color Power Ranger suit your Ranger will have, but you can choose any style of suit you want, whether it's the classic Mighty Morphin, a Zeo suit, or beyond. Additionally, what your character looks like underneath the suit can be whatever you wish, and will be your Power Ranger's alter ego when not on a mission. For inspiration, your essence scores can help you determine details of your character description. Characters with high social scores are often seen as standing tall and proud, with high confidence or a charming demeanor, while those with lower social scores may stand hunched over with shyness. And then more examples persist. So, that being said, I didn't want to, hem you guys into picking, we're Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The story does take place in Angel Grove. Zordon and Alpha, I believe, are characters in the story. So beyond that, we don't have to be Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. We can be a new genre of Power Ranger. I mean, it's still the same genre, but you can kind of change your theming and all that as you guys would like to. So take the next 15 seconds to come up with your character's physical description and maybe what you would like your Power Ranger costume and theming to be like. Da, Da 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 ba 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 bow bing bow pow pow ping pow ping pow pow bang ba doo bow 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 beep bow bow beep bow 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 beep bow 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 pow 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 pow. That's my fake timer is up, but definitely take as much time as you need.
I'm gonna use that for an alarm clock sound.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Someone clip that. Thanks.
Maybe a kitchen timer. Oh,
Yeah,
the
it's
rice
good.
is done.
And it was perfectly 15 seconds every time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that I don't really know any other suits than the originals. Really, I never watched any of the other not knockoff, but spin-off episodes.
Hey.
So
I
Are
mean,
we?
they're all Power Rangers, so they're all like kind of spandexy suits that feature their color, some light theming from whatever the theme of that Power Ranger team is, and then usually like white and black stripes in some variation. So that doesn't have to necessarily be the case. There may be other accoutrements from whatever your theme of your Power Ranger team is. Some teams have like big flashy belt buckles or like those shoulder pauldrons. So it's really up to whatever you think would be interesting. Your team could have a more unified look where you have the same uniform with different your ranger spectrum of color over top of it, or you guys could have slightly varying ranger suits. It's really up to what you want your team to look like. So this would mostly be a discussion between you guys.
mm,
Mhm.
I am okay with whatever you guys decide. I'm a team player.
All right. uh,
Like if we wanted a theme, I'm okay with that. But if we just wanted to be like, I don't know.
I'll go. I do need to mention this. This from the chat. Rennis said the real question is someone Zord a corgi? So dog theme could be a thing. Just saying.
I would be down for a dog theme. We could be like a wolf pack.
So let's see. Chris would be a black lab. He's the Black Ranger. Des would be a pink poodle.
Yep, I was thinking poodle.
I don't know what would fit green.
Or blue. Well, there's no blue dogs, is there? Hey Siri.
No, there's
Well, we got to get a corgi in
there
there.
a blue dog?
Malamute or whatever it's called.
there is a blue dog. What is it? The
Terry
TV show.
Blue.
Pit.
Huskies are kind of blue. Yeah, Bella is a blue pit. She's a grayish blue, but
Siri.
Yeah, yeah.
Shut up, Siri. I'm not talking to you anymore.
Oh, Bluey. Yeah, you can just be Bluey.
Yeah, Bluey.
but what breed is Bluey?
I don't know. He's cartoon
No.
breed.
Why?
What?
Guys, I did a mid journey and it's not good.
Oh no.
Oh, let's see it. Let's see it.
Are you guns for hands?
I'm gonna. Oh no, this isn't good.
Are you putting it on the screen for everyone or
no,
what?
I'm posting it in chat.
Bluey is an Australian cattle dog. That is.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh.
Majestic.
I mean, I think it's kind of cool, honestly.
I think the one on
The
the bottom
bottom-
left is the most Power Ranger looking one of the bunch.
With the sunglasses.
With the sunglasses.
Yeah.
It's very
Throw that
true.
up.
Definitely.
Bottom
People gotta see
right is pretty rad though, as far as a Power Rangers costume.
Yeah. Take the mask from the one on the left and put it on the one on the right, and it's perfect.
Yeah. It kind of looks like the mask that you're referring to kind of looks like a leather daddy mask for a dog though.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
I only know the classic Power Ranger outfits, but I'm fine with a dog theme too.
Dog theme definitely makes me happy, so I'd be fine with that if you guys want to do it.
But we have to figure out who the corgi would be, though.
It's
Right,
whoever
if we're gonna
it's
throw
whoever your
that.
White Ranger that comes along halfway through the series.
Okay.
It comes in the corgi
Wait,
Zord.
What is the
Oh yeah, if someone was the Red Ranger, they could be Clifford.
Zord? For some reason, I was like, is it Zord or Zorg? It's Zord.
No.
Zord with a D. Well, fantastic. So it sounds like we have a cool theme for this Ranger team, the Dog Rangers.
Mhm.
The
Uh,
Strangers. No, that doesn't work.
Mm.
No,
yeah,
no.
I hated that. Bad, Kevin.
Sorry.
Bad.
Bad boy.
Where's the newspaper at?
Awesome. So have you guys had kind of time to think of what your alter ego, like your regular everyday character would look like? And then also legitimately that one ranger costume I think is pretty dope. The bottom right one. That might be a good way to theme what the team looks like as Rangers. Just saying.
Hold on. I got another one.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh my god.
I like that. It kind of reminds me of the Alien Rangers.
I just
Oh,
like
yeah.
the fact that he's just holding a dog.
If you guys all had bonds where you were dogs, or you had dogs as well,
Oh.
that might be very
It's
fun.
so funny.
The goodest
me.
Rangers.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yes. I am definitely down for both of those costumes as options.
Okay. We'll do that then.
Okay. Works for me.
So yeah,
gosh.
at this point, you guys would just kind of describe what you want your character to look like outside of the costume.
Oh right. Hold on. I think I have a picture.
Like, yeah, you go hair color, eye color, kind of style.
So
Obviously, when you become a Power Ranger, you're like kind of drawn to your color spectrum, so you start to incorporate that into how you dress and stuff. But like, is your character like grungy? Is it a preppy character? Those kind of stuff can help influence the how your character looks.
so my character is in high school, clearly, and I figured he would look like this. It's just me when I was in high school.
What the hell?
That's my sister when she was like
Okay.
10.
Gotcha.
Oh,
I'm glad it's
Wow.
not some
I'm
random
seeing-
kid.
Yeah, it's just some random kid I stole.
Ah.
Oh no.
a mighty stealing.
Or I
Power
could go,
Rangers.
oh, this is, oh my God, why am I smiling like that? Guys, what was happening in this picture?
You graduated?
Yeah.
And I
You were
think
excited.
maybe you
I
Pooped your
farted?
pants?
I was gonna
Possibly.
say somebody was pinching your butt to get you to smile.
I think it's my dad.
up in your robes, pinching your butt.
All right, that's what my, oh, here we go.
Okay, so Kevin's character just looks like teenage version of Kevin.
Someone took my picture as I closed my eyes. It was really funny.
Huh.
All right, there we go. I got my picture, or what?
Well,
Yeah.
just write out a description of what you looked as a teenager.
Does it have a spot for that somewhere?
I think so.
If you click edit at
Yeah.
the very top right and put it in there, brings up the bio section under where you'd upload the avatar. Scroll down.
Oh,
You start typing it in.
Yes.
gotcha.
Cool. Anybody else have their character idea fleshed out?
As far as the looks of the character,
Yeah, like in your alter ego, your everyday.
I look like the Fawns.
I love
Um,
it. Yeah.
but a little more like, with the little modern updates. I'm thinking like the leather jacket probably has the tassels hanging off the back and like um like music, like some sort of music embroidery on the back, and walking around in some like rock boots.
Hell yeah.
I decided I just wanted to be a little bit lazy about it. So I literally just screen capped the kid that's on the Nomad description page in the compendium. And
Nice.
I thought you were gonna say, "I'm just gonna be Kevin."
We're twins. We're twins.
You're twins, but he moved around a lot as a child.
You lived with dad. I lived with mom.
right.
Very funny. Very funny. I love that. Des?
Here, I can show everybody that.
Yeah,
Also,
I mean,
did we all decide we are all students? Like we're all in school, or is somebody not a teenager? Like that's all open.
Yeah, that's my character.
Then no.
the not a teen.
I could be a student, or I could be like Jack Black in the School of Rock. I don't know yet.
Be a
But
teacher.
probably- yeah.
A
Yeah, I mean
substitute
that's
teacher.
it's an option. Yeah, you could be a teacher.
Okay, I'll think about that because I was gonna pick one of those, the teacher influence, and then I was like, oh no, wait, we're trying to be students, but maybe I'll go that route. I don't know.
It intrigues me a team that is not all students, right? Like the fact that like a student would have to go find the teacher to go fight monsters. Like I don't know, that just sounds funny to me a little bit.
Chris, you could totally be the oddball music teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Balding.
All right. Yeah, Mr.
Yeah,
Baldwin.
Mr. Balding.
I'll have to go back and look at that, but I'm totally down for doing that.
You're the band director.
Yeah. The unorthodox teacher,
Really funny.
band director.
But I don't know
All right,
who you are.
guys, hit us
They-
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna go. Hey, you know what? She's got blue eyes. Maybe a medium or caramel brown hair with some pink highlights. Maybe style wise a little preppy, but practical. I'm not walking around in like some mini skirts, but more like I don't know. I like had a shopping spree at Air Hostel or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know putting that. Yeah. Is that good enough?
Is there a place that on the character sheet where we can write these descriptions down?
In the bio section?
Yeah, top
Oh,
right. you hit
it's another
edit.
tab.
Yeah.
No, it's not a
Okay.
tab. The tab is you can't change anything in the tab. You have to go up to top right and hit edit, and then scroll down to bio and info.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then Des, like, are you a student? Do you work at Ernie's Juice Bar? Do you? We could include Rennis's suggestion. Are you a school janitor? Like whatever, like kind of keeps you close knit with the Power Rangers. What's your deal there?
I mean, I guess I would, if I'm a student, I would imagine like a senior. I wouldn't
Senior
want to be
citizen.
any younger than that. Yeah. Taking care of my very decrepit mother.
You're an 80-year-old taking care of a 100-year-old.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. Well, I guess my overall point is just make a choice. It's whatever you want to do.
Okay, so let's get a recap of what other people are. Like, just because I don't want it to be weird if I'm the only teenager.
Well, one is possibly going to be a band director.
Yeah. And then Kevin was also a student.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm obviously a student.
And yeah,
All right.
Eric's also a student.
I'm just gonna say student. That's fine.
Okay.
All
cool.
students and a band guy, band director.
Yeah, I love the like slightly older team member that's just like, "God, I gotta hang out with these teens." But I think that will generate some fun conflicts in the story. So awesome. So that brings us to step 8.
Have fun.
Have a wonderful time. This is selecting your equipment. So every character will begin with starting equipment, which is outlined in your role description and added to by other characters' creation choices. Write all of the gear that you receive on your character sheet. You can refer to Chapter 8, which is the equipment chapter, for any details you may need, including how your weapons work. There are also lists of other types of equipment which you may buy using a basic wealth check, which replaces money in the game.
Oh, thank God. No money. No money, no problems. All right. So for me, I can use light and medium armor. Oh, here we go. Grid equipment. You start with your own personal possessions from pre-morphin life, but also gain the following items from the morphin grid. Okay, inventory. We add wrist communicator. Item description. Well, where is wrist equipment? Wrist communicator. Oh, there it is. Yes. Does it not give any more? I assume it because it's called that. It assumes that you can communicate through your wrist.
The
No
wrist
explanation.
communicators is that's the little thing that does the jingle that do 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 do,
Right.
and then they can just like talk to each other. So yeah, that's
Oh, here you go. You and every Power Ranger receives the same basic equipment: a power morpher, a wrist communicator, a power suit, and a blade blaster. Oh,
All right. Power morpher,
Blue
blade
Ranger
blast.
power
Okay.
morpher. Does that make Chris the leader since he'd be used to leading the band?
Oh, I don't know. I think in my off hours I want somebody else to lead, but it's really weird because I'm the older person, so I'm like torn.
I like. I mean, I love the status dynamic of like you're the teacher, like you're in charge of everybody during the day, but whenever there's a Power Ranger emergency, you're like, "What is it, Ricky?" Like
Ooh.
that status shift.
I don't think you should be telling me what to do, but okay.
I have a description for wrist communicator.
Oh, do it.
This watch-like device is used to communicate with other users who have a wrist communicator, as well as the command center. It contains a link to the command center's teleportation system, which allows the user to teleport from any location to the command center and vice versa, each trip consuming 1 charge. Wrist communicators have 3 charges before they must be recharged, which takes 8 hours.
Wait, so the charge is for specifically for teleporting or any use of it?
For teleporting.
Teleporting.
Okay.
Yeah, teleporting consumes a charge. Otherwise, it's just a communication device.
All right. Where did you that was down in the chapter 8
Yes.
cuz I can't type as fast as you talk.
Power morpher. We can look that up. A Power Ranger's Power Morpher is a custom device that is used to instantaneously transform into their power suit, as well as grants them all of their enhanced abilities of their morphed form. Power Morphers include a power source, usually a power coin unique to each Ranger. Let's see here. How do you make a wealth check?
That's a good question that I don't have the answer to right now.
Well, I was just asking. Like, it's not necessary to know at the moment. So how do we determine what kind of armor we can get? Wait a minute. Why do I have two of these open? I have too many windows open, I think. A power suit. How do we determine... Okay, a blade blaster. Let's look that up. Blade blaster. There it is.
I have that. It's a side dagger that converts into a small blaster.
That is a weapon.
You can... Yes.
It shoots blades.
Blade blaster. Let's see here. Oh, no. Where did the blade blaster? It's hiding behind
I'm guessing
all my
that's under
windows.
combined weapons.
It is a standard availability. It is a... Where's...
What are you trying to find out about it?
Well, it's... So when you make a new weapon in the weapons tab, it says style. And it says melee energy explosive projectile. But it's melee and something else.
Yes, it's melee and sidearm. Targeting sidearm energy.
Energy. So I can only select one style, though.
That's really stupid.
It is. All right. So what skill would it use? Might. I see that now.
Yes.
Well,
Where does it say
it uses might when it's
Oh.
a blade. It uses
So
targeting when
I'll have
it's...
to make
Oh.
two of these then. So we'll do blade blaster, dagger.
Yeah.
It would use might. The size. A sidearm. And then it's melee. The range is 40 feet
Jeez.
when it's in melee. Hands is
That's weird.
1. Effect. Sharp 1. Alternative effect. Wait.
Yeah, that's just when it's in a different form.
Okay.
Sharp 1.
So trait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the second
effect,
one.
it's energy 1 when it's in blaster form. It's sharp 1 when it's in blade form.
So
that's
it has a bunch
annoying.
of traits. I'm assuming the traits are the first two are for when it's in melee form, and the third one is for when it's in gun form.
That would make sense. Sharp says a honed edge for slashing and stabbing. Silent says this item can be used without making a noise. Energy says it fires short bursts of focused energy such as fire, a laser, or an electromagnetic pulse. Extremely effective, though hard to come by. Bladed energy weapons have limited ability to deal energy damage upon activation.
Okay. All right. Cool. I got that all written down. It also says that I have access to a two-handed power weapon. when I am in
Yes.
morphed form.
Yeah, so like just for reference, in Mighty Morphin, like the Red Ranger had the power sword. The Pink Ranger had the power bow. The Black Ranger had a power battle axe.
Your audio is being weird.
I just heard it on my end.
I'm trying to Google power weapon and I'm having trouble finding it. Maybe it's in the equipment section. Okay, let's see.
I mean, I'm seeing power axe, power sword, power lance, power bow, power blaster.
Where are you seeing that?
It's in the weapons table. There's automatic, there's standard, and then there's limited. It's under the limited section.
Is that in the weapons?
Yeah, in the equipment tab
Oh, really?
or section.
Oh,
Yeah.
weapons. Here we go. That's a lot of stuff. That is a lot of stuff to pick from. This is exciting to watch, I'm sure.
Da, ba, 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 ba.
I'm just thinking of all the editing you're going to be doing.
Oh my
to
god,
make it
I am
listenable.
not looking forward to this.
Yeah,
Are we sure we want to even do that?
lots of cutting out Des pooping time.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You know what? I'm going to start like creeping and start letting everyone know when everyone else on this podcast poops.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Des,
That'd be-
everybody poops.
Hey, I'm thinking
Yeah.
Patreon bonus content.
We take a camera
Poop
in with us.
schedules.
Yes.
Oh no.
You have a little one-on-one whenever somebody steps away to go take a dump.
Q&A with the Patreon.
Ask me anything. What's the consistency like?
Oh
Mashed
no.
potatoes. I'm also eating mashed potatoes right now too.
Ugh.
Oh no.
That's the worst. I hate everything that's happening right now.
I can mash potato. I can mash potato.
God damn it.
Okay, I know you can already went over this, but
Sure.
the blade blaster is considered a weapon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to give you the stats for said weapon?
Well, I'm looking at the blade blaster item description.
Yeah.
Is there a separate spot that has more detail about it?
I mean, I have a table here that has all the details about it.
Do you have
Okay.
do you have a list of power weapons? Because I'm having a hell of a time finding a list.
Yeah, I mean, I have the list that I just read off.
Oh, I
be-
think as soon as I said that, I found it.
Okay.
Power, axe, sword, lance, bow, blaster.
Yeah, and actually, I don't know if these... Oh, these are limited continued. They have the Zeo weapons.
Yeah.
They have the
Zeo.
turbo weapons. Power Rangers and space weapons. They got all
Can I
kinds of
find out
power
what
weapons.
skill that it uses?
It is... Well, it's whatever the classification is. It tells you the skill that it uses at the front of it.
The box is blank on here.
So, like, if I just look at Power Axe, which is the first listing, it says Might medium, melee.
Yeah, mine doesn't say that at all.
Okay.
It says the number of
Well,
hands, the effects, the alternative effects, and the traits, and that's it. That's annoying.
okay. Well,
I would have to select on
You
each
would-
of these, I think.
you would be looking for something that has targeting, correct?
Specifically, hold on, let me go back to my Blue Ranger. What is this? A two-handed power weapon.
You're
Specifically.
looking for a two-handed power weapon.
Power weapon
Uh,
with
The power sword is one or two hands. The power lance is one or two hands.
wait a minute.
The power bow is two hands.
So
That doesn't seem.
but I don't want to.
awesome.
I
Oh,
want to. Yeah,
wait.
I definitely want to be using. So you for weapons, you would either use targeting or might.
Might. Yeah.
So I want to be using targeting because my targeting is higher than my might.
Well, then you would like a power bow, most likely.
That sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds
Well, good.
fantastic.
Do you want me to give you the stats on that?
No. I think I can click on this link and it'll show me the stats. Yes, it will. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Right.
Does anyone else need help with that?
Yeah, Alex, can you look up for the Blade Blaster? The only thing I'm not sure about is in the weapons section on the thing, it has skill, size, and style, and I don't see that explicitly listed.
Skill, size, and style. Oh, yes. So the Blade Blaster, it depends on the form you're using it as because it can shift between a dagger or a gun. So on the dagger side, it is might. It's a sidearm, and it uses melee.
I have a problem. The power bow requirements is finesse D4, and mine is only a D2.
I do see that.
That's unfortunate.
I don't know if you checked this, because I just saw some extra bonuses I could add to my skill based off of my ranger. So maybe you overlooked something and you can bump that up because I didn't realize
Yeah, I already
under
did that.
train. Okay.
It says starting skill.
Well, if
ranks.
anybody else, yeah,
Yeah. I
if
already
anybody
did
else
that.
missed the starting skill
I chose
ranks,
targeting over finesse because I had an option of targeting or finesse, and I chose targeting. Whoops.
It's set in stone.
I mean, I'm assuming that you're able to pick any of these. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. So if we want to go into the later Rangers
Oh, wait a minute.
sections,
That's so weird.
there is the let's see, a finesse melee. Zeo power tonfas. They're like daggers. They're two hands. Requirement finesse to D2.
What about the power blaster?
The power blaster is, I believe,
Oh wait, it says hands 5. What?
it's the weapon that is assembled when everybody puts all their weapons together.
Oh, actually, those finesse weapons. I think my finesse is better than my targeting.
Yes.
Oh no, it's the same. I lied. So I can do finesse or targeting.
Okay. There's the power daggers, but those are one hand.
Yeah.
There are, let's see, finesse. Zeo power clubs is one hand.
D6. Turbo
Yeah,
hand
that one's
blasters.
2.
Turbo thunder
Targeting
cannon?
energy. Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Targeting
The
D6.
turbo wind fire. Oh, that's targeting D4.
Did I change my
The
stats?
lunar lance
Ooh.
has no requirements. It's a finesse melee weapon.
Two hands. Looks like I found my weapon, guys.
Lunar lance.
Nice.
Which weapon is that?
The lunar lance. A long lance with a crescent moon-shaped blade.
You can definitely change the theming on that too, and like rename the item.
No, I am Moon Man now.
No, you're dog man.
Oh. All right.
Dogs out the moon.
Lunar
That's true.
lance.
That'd be funny if every time you pulled out your
It says
power
Yells.
weapon, you're like, ow!
it does say availability limited. What does that mean?
I think you're only able to get one of those items.
Okay. Fine.
But I can try and see if I can clarify that.
What is the size of this weapon?
It's a lance, so it's like a spear.
My options are integrated, sidearm, medium, long, heavy, and large.
Just got away from that page.
Hold on. Look at that thing. She's just like
Meow.
little dingus. Yeah, I'm not finding a size, so I'm just gonna put medium. Unless you find something that says otherwise. Range is reach times 2. What is my reach? What's default reach? Do you know?
I don't.
Effect. Sharp. Alternative effects. Don't know what any of these things mean, but I'm going to write them down.
Are these all like within our starting range? Like, there's no levels on these.
No,
weapons,
it's
right?
the requirement we're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah. So, for example, there was one that required a D6 and finesse, and I was like, nope, can't use that.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's cool.
So for items that have limited availability, complex or expensive items that require additional training or trust, like upgraded metallic armor or special customized power weapons. But it did say that you start with a power weapon, right?
Yeah, I think that
Whoops.
what it said, but yes.
It does.
Versatile power
mine
weapon.
says, yeah, so you're a versatile power weapon. Mine was a two-handed power weapon. I accidentally
good.
rolled a die.
You used your blade blaster
I
dagger.
did.
Hell yeah.
When you go to click to roll something, it asks you like 14 questions.
God.
Okay, so... Oh, gosh. So, equipment. Where's the character creation? Or did I close that? Did it say, like... Oh, here we go. So how do I... Okay, power suits. I'm going to go down to power suits. Oh, here we go. When it's limited of availability, at limited, complex or expensive items that require additional training or trust. Thoughts? That's what my power lance or whatever it's called.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
If it fits all the other criteria for a first level character, I don't mind.
I'm just gonna look up power suits because I can't find any power suit. Not doesn't have its own page. That's unfortunate. Armor?
Yeah, it would be under armor.
What is power armor?
Yeah, all Power Rangers in morphed form gain basic armor inherently built into their suits.
Okay. I'm probably gonna go medium armor, personally. The standard armor, there's 4 of them. Mighty Morphin, which is light, Zeo, which is medium, Turbo, which is medium, and In Space, which is medium. They're all basically the same, though. What? What? Limited, there's heavy armor, which no one can use, I assume. None of you had heavy armor training, right?
No.
No.
How do I know what I'm able to get?
In your color, your
Oh
what's it called?
God.
Your
Okay.
color spectrum.
Spectrum.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
I don't even know what these armors look like because they're after I stopped watching. And there's no pictures. Are we all going?
I think Zeo, their helmets all had like shapes as the visor, which was very funny. Turbo, their shapes were their faces had like car parts on them. I'm blanking on what the in space armor looks like, but realistically, just it doesn't matter what they look like in specific. Like, we can kind of just put our own flavor on top of whatever the armors are. I wouldn't worry too much about them.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
Mhm.
is Zeo, Turbo, and In Space are literally the same thing. +2 toughness and deflective is the trait, and their medium armor. They even have the same description.
I see that.
Oh, I see what
I'm
you're
not
saying
sure.
about the Zeo.
Yeah. I don't know why they would put multiple suits in there that don't have any differences other than the flavor. But that seems kind of dumb because you can just make your own team.
Oh, the In Space suits look fucking dumb as shit.
I did like In Space though. It was
I never saw it. Oh wait, I did. That's the like the last episode of Power Rangers that I saw because I thought it was dumb. Because I
Yeah.
remember them. I remember this one episode of Power Rangers. I can't remember. They were on this like dome. They were in a dome on like the moon or something. Is that what it was?
I mean, kind of.
I remember them talking about this simulated weather going haywire or something like that. That's the only thing I remember.
I think maybe you're confusing that with Power Rangers Galaxy.
Oh, then I have no idea. Maybe.
In Space, largely, like the Red Ranger is like an alien who looks like a human, and he flies around in a spaceship and then recruits the other Rangers to join his team, and then their spaceship turns into their Zord.
Turbo does have like.
Yeah, they got little like headlights in their visors and stuff.
All right. Well, I guess for now I'll just. Can we just do say I had to have medium armor, and then we'll do dog armor.
Yeah, we'll definitely redesign whatever armor choice you pick so that
Alright.
it fits the theme of this
Dog
Power Ranger
armor.
teams.
But it's medium, not equipped yet. Toughness +2. +2. Traits deflective. The description is soft goods reinforced with bullet-resistant plating. All right.
From the morphing grid.
So it says +2
yeah.
toughness. What does that mean exactly?
That's a good question, and we'll figure that out next week.
Ah, wow.
Cliffhanger, baby.
Oh, man.
All these Rangers are naked right now. Wait till next week to cover them up.
I think
Well, I don't think
No.
I don't think our figuring out our equipment is a very interesting thing to listen to.
I'm going to have to cut the ever-loving
There's
shit out of
one
that.
person out there that's like, no, I want more.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys want to kind of like introduce your characters like with their names and everything. But I think this is probably going to be the end because we've been going for 3 hours.
Oh, God.
Wow.
I don't
Hasn't been that
envy... Oh, I have to edit this by Thursday. Oops. Alrighty. Oh, and we did confirm... Did we confirm whether idea points were the same as story points?
I'm gonna say yes for now,
That makes sense to me.
but I don't know for certain.
Okay.
And worst comes to worst, we'll make it up.
Yes. Well, I guess, oh, shit. I'm rolling initiative, guys.
Okay.
We'll quit doing that.
Plus a D. There's no option for D4. No change. Submit. Difficulty 10. Sure. Normal. I rolled initiative.
Success.
All right. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Whoever's in chat, we greatly appreciate you. And we're probably, I don't have anybody who I can raid personally. Does anybody have any raid people? No.
Nope.
Okay, we're gonna raid Janky Spankins. It says he's offline. All right, yeah. Thank you all for.
I'll go live so you can watch me do
play Vampire Survivors. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see you in 2 weeks for episode 1. Right?
Yes.
I'm gonna be out of town next Sunday, so I cannot be here for a stream. So you guys should be here.
Has anyone been able to hear me or not?
Yeah,
Yes.
I hear you now.
I can hear you right now.
Okay, the thing changed again on me, and I opened nothing new. Well, I was gonna say, aren't we gonna like do a recap of the character stuff that we have so far, or not?
Oh, I closed my character sheet. Hold on.
Okay, never mind.
Could just introduce our characters in the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
work.
we'll do that.
That'll work. Alrighty.
Yeah.
We'll see you all everyone later. To the
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.